Wait, I'm gonna see if it's recording. Alright, hey guys, and how about we watch the newest Death Battle? Death Battle is back, maybe. It's James Bond versus John Wick. So, so I think John Wick is gonna win, even though James Bond has like one of the best theme songs ever. But we'll see.
Is sponsored by Babbel and Mint Mobile.
Let's see where they go with this.
James Bond, the world-famous secret agent 007.
Yep.
John Wick, the legendary hitman who did the impossible.
Whether they
Yeah.
fly solo or operate on behalf of government, the world is filled with professional killers of all shapes and sizes.
But which one of cinema's super assassins is packing Parabellum, and which one will live to die another day? He's Wiz and
Nice.
I'm Boomstick.
Nice
And it's our
reference.
job to analyze their weapons, armor, and skills to find out
Who
who
would
would
win?
win a death battle.
Oh, it's 3D.
From the
All right,
shores
Bond's
of Crab
first.
Key to the craps tables of Casino Royale, from Russia with Love to Moonraker at the edge of outer space, no man has saved the world more times than Bond.
James Bond. He's the
Hey,
OG
I love
action
that.
hero,
Bond,
the slickest
James
shot there ever was,
Bond.
the coldest warrior of the swinging 60s.
After a climbing accident in the French Alps took his parents, the young
Case
James
42.
studied abroad and graduated to the Ministry of Defense, just in time for World War II.
He rose
Mm.
through the ranks, quickly becoming a commander of the Royal Navy. And when you find the thing you're good at, in his case wanting murder, never do it for free.
So, after the war, James decided on Her Majesty's
Not a
Secret
code
Service
name.
and became a
Okay.
special agent of
Oh,
MI6.
it's just a
And they were
fan
so
theory.
impressed, he was given his first 2 state-sanctioned assassinations. With this baptism in blood, Bond was granted the legendary 00 status and a license to kill with impunity.
As the premier defender of the West, Agent 007
There's
is a
like
jack of all trades
different
when it
versions
comes to
of
kicking
Bond.
commie ass and terrorist ass. And basically everyone's ass for the past 60 years.
Yep.
From the novels to the movies to the comics and games, he's
Are they
been
gonna give him
rebooted tons
everything?
of times, but they're all still Bond.
Bond is a master of infiltration,
Figueroa.
disguise, acrobatics, driving, diving, skiing, boating,
Okay, he
climbing,
can't be
horseback riding,
compensated.
airplane pilot, swordsman, knife
Different
fighter,
continuity,
knife
okay,
thrower,
thanks for that.
people thrower.
And deadliest of all, gamer. Bond carries his classic Walter
Oh, this is the
PPK,
N64.
among the world's first successful double-action semi-automatic pistols. While it only carries 9 rounds, its small size makes it optimal for concealment.
And a microdermal sensor in the grip coded to Bond's fingerprint means only he can fire it.
It even comes with unique ammo that breaks apart upon entry and creates 8 exit wounds, traveling like a bullet but hitting like a shotgun.
Especially deadly considering Bond has the golden eye of an expert marksman, able to take out a room of
Basically
armed
named
guards
after
in a
his movie.
single second, or shoot the fuel tank of a helicopter from a speeding boat a quarter of a mile away.
He's just as deadly disarmed. Bond combines multiple martial arts like judo, boxing, Krav Maga, Muay Thai, and
Okay.
Jiu-Jitsu, allowing him to
Nice.
keep up even when outnumbered.
This mix of styles is likely the Welsh self-defense system known as Goshinkwai, which is taught by the modern Special Air Service.
Though that all
Mm.
pales in comparison to his greatest ability.
What-
Banging!
yeah.
Laying down pipe! He's
Nice.
so proficient at seduction, it actually
That is so
feels
true.
more like a superpower.
Look, we're not kidding. He once seduced a female assassin sent to kill him so thoroughly, she threw herself in front of the bullet meant for him. She knew him
Ooh.
for less than 2 minutes.
Yeah,
Well, damn.
sometimes Bond does stuff I can only describe as superhero shit. Look at this! So why not follow that impulse and give him some superhero gadgets too?
Developed by
Q.
MI6's resident quartermaster, Q, Bond's spy gadgetry
Oh, yeah,
often
Q.
complements his knack for problem solving and quick thinking.
He's got a pen that'll explode after 3 clicks and disarm after a 4th, an Omega Seamaster watch that can shoot a laser
Whoa.
beam, a cigarette that fires a miniature rocket, and
Okay, so they're
C4
not
toothpaste
compensating
that
him.
can be
I
remotely
think they're just giving him
detonated.
like different
Probably a
weapons.
safer bet than that pen, especially if you're a compulsive clicker like me.
Not all weapons.
Wait, was I on 3 or 4?
Oh, damn.
He also occasionally wears a lightweight
sucks.
bulletproof vest, as well as a garrote wire for quiet kills and a grappling hook hidden within his belt buckle.
That's only the semi-normal shit. He's carried earbuds that give him super hearing, X-ray shades,
Ooh.
ultrasonic cufflink grenades, a stun gas keychain, a cell phone taser, exploding remote-controlled drones, a nanosuit
That
that
looks like a
turns him
spider.
completely invisible, and a frigging jetpack. You've gotta have a hell of a pair of thunderballs to piss off a crazy Scot riding one of those.
But his greatest weapon is the one, the only,
His dick!
the Aston
Oh my
Martin
god,
DB5.
Doomstick.
Oh, I thought
God
we were still
damn
talking
you.
about him. Never mind. This absolute beauty isn't just good looks. She's packing front-mounted machine guns, oil slicks,
Ooh.
smoke screens, and of course, the ejector seat. Oh, and good luck trying to break in. This baby is insanely bulletproof. Like, just look at this. It won't stop. Still going. Still going.
Q has provided numerous vehicles over the years with ever more insane features, like a submarine transformation, light-bending holograms, and a remote
Ooh.
control built into Bond's phone.
Ah, just look at him, living his best life. And why wouldn't he? He's a globe-trotting ladies' man with the UK Treasury as his personal credit card.
Mhm.
He's got the world in the palm of his hand.
But
Nice.
for some, the world is not enough. Though
Ooh.
Bond's iterations may vary, one thing remains throughout. Behind that debonair smile and British wit is a broken, soulless shell.
Aw.
A man only good for killing.
I guess it's no surprise that a dude who smokes
Hey,
up to
but he's still
70
badass, though.
cigarettes a day and routinely drinks enough to enter a coma might have a death wish.
Now, James wasn't always like this. Not long after getting his 00, he found love, and loved so much he left the Secret Service behind.
But
Oh.
there are some lives you can't escape, and some lives you can't save, no
Yeah.
matter how hard you try. Sometimes all that's left is to kill the love inside you until all that matters is revenge.
There's no denying Bond's psychopathic tendencies. He's killed hundreds of enemy combatants over his career and might just enjoy the act of torture.
But what makes me
All right.
respect him is he never forgets a pun afterward.
All that hate and regret wrapped up into one man with nothing to live for. The perfect assassin for a dying empire.
Bond is strong enough to hold his own against superhuman henchmen like Oddjob and Jaws, who can lift a van off the ground.
He survived being blasted by a Stinger missile, falling hundreds of feet into a river, and having his eggs scrambled.
Oh.
At his best, he's even fast enough to
Ouch.
dodge gunfire nearly point blank and missiles while in free fall and still shoot people. This is the superhero shit we were talking about.
Time and time again, he's outsmarted criminal masterminds like Dr. No, Goldfinger, and Scaramanga, the man with the golden gun. He's
Oh,
even
yeah.
bested the worst of them all, his arch nemesis, the international terrorist, Blofeld.
In 2 different timelines, no less.
Ooh,
And plot
different
twist,
continuity.
in the second, Blofeld was Bond's long lost adopted brother. Which, if I
Damn.
recall correctly, also happened in Austin Powers. But that's
Austin
why
Powers,
we love
nice.
the old Scottish
I love that
so-and-so.
movie as well.
Who else could escape a giant space laser by kite surfing on a tsunami?
Oh, that
What
looks-
more can we
that's
say
cool.
about 007? He's got the best job in the business, and nobody does it
Oh,
better.
I love that intro.
This episode of Death Battle is sponsored by
All right. So oh shoot.
Babel.
Wait, I'm just gonna skip over the Wicks analysis. All right, let's go to Wick.
Ever just screw up, like really badly, like make the worst mistake ever, so bad you're just for the rest of your life?
Yes. Let's lay out a hypothetical. You see a car that you like, but its owner won't sell. So, you follow him home, beat him senseless, steal his car,
Oh,
and kill his dog.
yeah, that's
The
what
dog
happened.
his
He
beloved
hates
wife
dog killers.
gifted him after she died very recently.
Yeah.
So yeah, pretty big mistake.
And this man, well, he just happens to be the single deadliest assassin in the entire world.
He may be called Baba Yaga, but he's
Baba
not
Yaga.
the boogeyman. He's the one you sent to kill the goddamn boogeyman, John
John
Wick.
Wick.
So yeah, that's one pretty huge mistake.
The full story of this specter is almost non-existent, but rumor has it he was trained by the Ruska Roma crime syndicate
Oh, yeah,
from a young
Giordani,
age before
John
moving to
Volk,
America and making a name
Jovanovich.
for himself in its criminal underworld.
Terrifying enough to scare the living daylights out of even the most hardened murderers.
Wick is a master martial artist,
Yes,
combining
he
several
is.
schools into an all-purpose fighting style that focuses on maximum efficiency with minimal effort.
Okay.
Almost no one who
Yep.
has fought him directly has
Oh.
lived to tell the tale.
Nope.
So which specific forms he practices are for his eyes only. So why don't we look at the martial arts used to prepare for the movies by everyone's favorite immortal, Keanu Reeves.
I love
Reeves
Keanu Reeves.
combines
He's
sambo,
awesome.
aikido, judo, judo, and Brazilian
They're
jiu-jitsu for
actually
defensive
analyzing
joint
Keanu
locks,
with
throws,
the
and
martial
wrestling
arts
moves
that
to
Keanu
avoid as
Reeves
much
is
damage to himself as
mastered
possible while using his opponent's
doing John
own
Wick.
weight against them.
Though his go-to is Krav Maga, which is designed to take all the best moves from various martial arts to make the ultimate fighting style.
While most
Nice.
martial arts are designed with other purposes in mind, like exercise, Krav Maga's entire goal is basically murder.
And boy, if that isn't Wick to a T. In his hands, literally anything can be a deadly weapon. Knives, swords, books, his
Yeah,
belt. Shit, he
he's-
once took out 3 guys with a pencil.
I love that part.
A number 2
Pencil.
pencil. And thanks to John's precise understanding of the human body, he can target weak points and vital organs with ease.
Oh,
But
yep.
thanks to the Continental, he doesn't have to rely on writing utensils to execute his victims.
Imagine a chain of hotels around the world that serve as a front for a whole underground society of assassins. He can consult the wine steward's robust selection.
Pistols, revolvers,
Ooh.
submachine guns, assault rifles, shotgun, plastic explosives, it's all on the menu.
Though Wick prefers
Oh,
his
that's
Heckler
a
& Co.
lot.
P30L, a polymer-framed semi-automatic handgun that
Oh,
holds
yeah.
15 rounds of 9x19 parabellum.
Which he wields like an artist does a paintbrush. Wick can empty entire rooms full of enemies before they can blink, once even taking out 7 armed guards in only 3 seconds.
He's
Wow.
the definition of accurate, almost never missing a shot, and that includes on horseback and motorcycle back. If he's got a view
Motorcycle
to a
back.
kill, you can bet he's taking it.
And he comes literally dressed to kill with his perfectly tailored, tactically lined suit jacket that is completely bulletproof. Even repeated
Ooh,
gunshots
yeah.
from close range do nothing to him.
It also helps him blend into the shadows for some sick stealth kills, and even
Nice.
disappear in plain sight like the goddamn Batman.
Wick eventually joined the Tarasov mob
I'm
and
Batman.
quickly became one of their top enforcers, a grim reaper who hunted their enemies with divine prejudice.
But maybe this angel
I
of
still
death
has the
was
pen.
more human than we first thought. After years of being a badass, Wick wanted out of the mob to get married to the love of his life and retire.
Yeah.
Wow, I wonder how that first date conversation went. Man, she must have really fallen for him. I guess he put the ass in assassin.
So his boss gave him
Nice.
an impossible task. He could leave if he wiped out every last one of the mob's enemies in a single night.
Wow.
Which he did, because human or
Oh,
no,
he's still pressing the
he's
pen.
still John Wick.
Oh no.
And he lived happily
Oh my
ever
God.
after. Well, until his former boss's snot-nosed son screwed up. Like, really
Oof.
badly. Great job, Theon. You never miss.
That wasn't just some dog, but a semblance of hope. The opportunity to grieve unalone, his last tether to a happy life.
Aw.
So Wick was back with a vengeance, prepared
Nice
to kill
shot.
every last person that got in his way until the whole of New York's criminal underworld had been razed by his bloody crusade. Over the course of the 3 movies, which span only about 2 weeks, Wick
Yeah.
left over 300
Oh my
bodies in
God.
his wake.
300.
And there's gonna be a
Running
fourth
into
one
him
coming
is
out.
like seeing the sky fall. You're going to die. There's no escape. He survived being stabbed, rammed by cars, shot in the stomach, blown up, mutilated, and knocked off of a 10-story building, all within a fortnight.
Oh, and somewhere in there he found the energy to trek through the Saharan desert. And it's not like his injuries from the previous movie had time to heal, or the ones from the movie before that.
We
Whoa.
cannot emphasize this enough. John Wick is unstoppable.
Yes,
He's
he
strong
is.
enough to toss around full-grown men, snap bone, and
Oh.
body slam 2 assassins through a bulletproof glass floor.
Wick absolutely annihilated his former Tarasov employers, the Neapolitan crime family, Kimura, and fended off an international army of assassins attacking him at random, one after the other, every few minutes.
Even after being
Yep.
declared excommunicado by the Continental, bereft of his former resources, he killed every last soldier sent after him by the High
my
Table.
goodness.
With barely
That
a
is a-
quantum
he's a
of solace
badass.
to rest. Like we said, completely unstoppable. Outgunned, outmanned, it doesn't matter. John
Nope,
Wick
it
lost
doesn't.
everything in the world that meant anything to him, and that means he won't stop killing until there's no one left, or he dies trying. And good freaking luck with that.
Yeah. He is such a badass. I'm gonna make my prediction in the next part, so yeah. See you in the next part.